number 2 is the best pasta that is not macaroni and cheese or spaghetti,
aka non-traditional pastas.
Paul, you're first.
Honorable mention. I gotta say, I this is a miss for me. Was brown butter with mitzvah cheese.
Oh yeah, Spaghetti Factory.
I mean, you talk about your spoon in it, it's not gonna move. It's so delicious.
Evan's got a half chub.
No. That brown butter with Mazithra cheese at Spaghetti Factory with steak. Oh, it hits.
And the next day when it's out of the fridge, if you have any left over, it's like that thick of just butter and fat on the bottom. You heat it back up. It's never good heat it back up, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
But, so that's honorable mention. Choice was linguini with clams, white wine sauce, fancy. If I'm going to choose something not traditional, it's going to be fancy. I like clams. It's just a good overall fancy dish, and that's what it's fancy, but it's not fancy. You can easily get some clams out in the store and just put them in a barbie, let it cook it up, bring it that way, make a white wine sauce with a cheese base, a white cheese base. It's one of those treats that just keep on giving. Not in the beginning, but at the very end too.
All right, so I'm gonna go right.
Man, fuck you.
And I only got one thing to say. I can't fuck with this because one thing is that, and it's personal for me, is the fact that I am allergic to shellfish.
Oh,
which fucking sucks. Which
fucking sucks. I can't fuck with it. I literally can't.
I literally can't
fuck with it. Yeah, I don't want to die. How is that better?
So this whole time, your big ass, all dangerous as you are, loving violence, I could kill you with some seafood. Like you never mention none of this. Like
that's it. I'm carrying a shrimp in my back pocket at all times.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's my thing. I can't eat it, so I can't fuck with it. All right, all right. Evans, on you.
Thank you, Mr. Bougie. He said linguini with clams and a white wine sauce. Motherfucker. I swear. I usually like to try everything that we have to do in a food thing. I'm not that fancy. I don't eat clams.
Yeah, you get this from Olive Garden.
You don't eat clam chowder?
I do not eat clam chowder. Unfortunately, me and the texture of clams don't get together very often. And when we do, I got the bubble guts, to quote DeAndre.
Bubble guts. Bubble guts.
But I will say this: if I could take your dish and swap out the clam for any other type of shellfish other than oyster, I'm down.
Mussel.
Crab.
See, crab? Ooh,
yeah,
why a crab with a linguine? Oh, that's good. So my biggest issue here is sort of like with DeAndre's, except I'm not allergic to it, is just I don't do clams. So I think you put any other non hard rock type motherfucking things like clams, oysters, mussels, whatever. And I'll eat it. I'll gobble the fuck out of that shit. But unfortunately with clams, you lost me. So, but unlike DeAndre, I could eat it if I wanted to. I just wouldn't like it.
Go ahead, Cam.
This is turning into like a consensus. I love seafood linguine.
But she hates
At no point in time do I want, like, if there's a clam in it, I'll probably get over it. I'll probably eat it, but that would not be my top choice of seafood to go with linguine at all. You can put shrimp in there. You could put crab in there. You can put scallop in there. You can put mussels in there. All of those are preferred over these fat ass clams. Okay, like clams take so much shape, like so much space, and give you so little when you open it. Like it's just.
And if you buy closed clams, it is so hard to shut clams. Oysters too.
I prefer mussels. I prefer mussels.
All right. Well, with that being said, Evan, is your food.
Oh, it's my food? Okay, so I got a couple honorable mentions because I'm fat. Shout out to manicotti. If you want to get fancy, them's some big ass stuff with ricotta cheese, noodles and shit. Manicotti's great. If you want to get technical as well, I do really love the steak and brown butter Mazithra. I wasn't even gonna put that on my honorable mentions, but he brought that up. That shit's banging. My choice is kind of like mac and cheese, just with some meat sauce thrown in. It's baked ziti. So I personally am a huge fan of baked ziti. 5 cheese ziti to be specific. It can be made with any type of noodle. It's commonly used with the spirally noodles or just the straight penne noodles. But it's just cheese, meat, sauce. It's so good. You're gonna find out there's a trend here. You're gonna find out with all of the non-bougie answers that they are all some version of common pasta dishes that are just a little different. But yeah, that's my choice. Baked motherfucking ziti.
What kind of cheese though?
So for me, for my 5 cheese, what I use Parmesan cheese, like grated Parmesan, shredded Parmesan, not grated. I use provolone. I use Swiss, Colby Jack, and cheddar. Provolone is the secret ingredient in all of my shit. Anytime provolone is great.
Might be a reason why it's a secret.
Cam, it's on you.
So, baked ziti. Baked ziti is good, man. Like it's not my favorite, but it's kind of the issue with all pasta dishes, so it's not really something I'm gonna hold against baked ziti in particular. But the more I like it, the more I hope you don't fuck it up. I've said this about multiple things in multiple categories, multiple shows. I like baked ziti. So whenever I hear that it's on the menu or available, I do want to eat it. But there's also some fear that you fucked it up. And so it's kind of hard to mess up, but it still happens. You get one and it's like hard. You know what I mean? Like it's not spoonable. You got to like cut it like a casserole. That's wrong. Okay. The cheese don't pull the way it's supposed to. That's wrong. Okay. It's dry and not saucy enough. That's wrong. Okay.
There is a reason.
That's made me mad.
There's a reason it's called macaroni in a pot. You know that's some wep. Okay. If it don't sound like that, you ain't doing it right.
And so
in both ways.
Ziti is a thing that's really, really good if you know how to balance food well. Okay.
Right.
If some people just throw in whatever and it's not balanced and it either comes out dry, it comes out hard, it comes out too saucy. There's not enough meat. Like it. Okay. Yeah. So if you weren't good at geometry and couldn't do the whole, equal triangle side thing, just do something else. Okay.
Equal what now?
Please. But I do love baked ziti. It's just something that I always have to be very careful when I walk up and spoon it. And, there's always just a little bit of fear in here when I try it. But that kind of goes the same for mine. We'll get to that. But yeah, that's it.
Always on you.
There was a reason why I asked about the cheese. There was a reason I asked for the cheese. And I wasn't joking. You chose provolone. I don't know why. No, not for me. Not for me. This is what made this category so hard. This is exactly what Cam already said. How you make the dishes and how they end up, because there's so much variations of baked ziti. If you probably go to downtown Pearl District in Portland, they probably have it with spinach and everything else you can think of, and
vegan.
That's wrong.
Exactly. Exactly. I like the layers. I like the I'm a big boy too, so don't be wrong. More cheese. You said 5. Wish you would have said 6 or 7 cheeses. More cheese is always better.
Money.
More cheese is always better. But there's just too much going on that can go wrong. And Cam already said this, but there's too much that can go wrong with it. You overcook the pasta, you bake it too long, it's dried. Too much sauce, not enough sauce. It's so personal. And that's why I'll talk about this in someone else's selection. When there's so much ingredients, there's so much prone to be problems. And no one here is going to say, I don't expect you to say, oh yeah, Paul, your baked ziti is going to be the best because you haven't had it, and how we all bake it. So that's my problem with this one. I'm not saying it's a bad choice. It's just very sus. So.
Hey, so what if I were to switch out provolone for like Havarti?
You had me. We be done. I be tagging.
Damn.
Scared.
Man, that's the wrong answer. You're supposed to put Gouda.
Gouda's a very particular kind of cheese, though. You have to. Gouda is great, but Gouda belongs on a burger. Gouda belongs on a burger.
Okay.
Havarti is the most fancy cheese I eat. I've had Gruyere, but
Gruyère's not bad.
All right, so it's on me, and it's gonna be like a broken record. Well, number one, this gonna sound like me being cheap, but fuck it. I'm with the 5 cheeses. Just like Paul said, I'm not with the provolone. However, I like a little kick in my life. Me personally, I will be pepper jack. So what Cam said is, and what Paul said was true. It really depends on who makes this. Like real shit. Like it really depends on who makes it. You know what the bad thing is? I never ever actually. So maybe I didn't look for it, and I really think about it. But I've never been to like an Italian restaurant that actually had baked ziti in it. I think baked ziti is like a homegrown dish.
I believe like Ristorante de Pompeo, which is like a really fancy Italian restaurant in downtown Troutdale, has it.
I never heard this place. Probably will never go. So yes, like I said, it really depends on who makes it, and it depends on who makes it, and do I trust you making it? that's what it depends on. All right. So it's on me. I don't have any honorable mentions on this. I'm just going straight to the point. My dish is chicken Alfredo. All right.
The look, babe, I cook for you dish.
What you want?
Alexis cooks it all the time.
No, but you know how like guys complain like when a girl starts like trying to cook for you, one of the first things she makes for you is Alfredo.
Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. Not to my own horn, but my chicken Alfredo was fucking amazing. That's good.
Everybody say.
I don't give a damn. I'm not everybody. I'm DeAndre Robinson. DeAndre Robinson's chicken Alfredo was fucking amazing.
However, 2024.
Thank you. However, there are 3 places that I love their chicken Alfredo, and yes, one of them is Olive Garden. That's the only thing I get from Olive Garden.
Olive Garden makes some good chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo. That's literally the only thing I get from Olive Garden. The second one is a little restaurant in Seaside, Oregon called Norma's. It's Norma's.
I've had Norma's.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, Norma's is a seafood restaurant, but their chicken Alfredo is god damn it, shit's so fucking good. All right, and then
can I say something really quick? But has anybody ever run into a Norma's anywhere that served a bad version of anything they did? Is Norma's like the secret name for like we're small but we make it like because I feel like no matter what it is, if it's named Norma's, it's gonna be good. Like
actually, you're probably right. Because I've been to a couple of Norma's, like a lot of places, especially
different food, different shit, but it's always good as fuck. Like it'll be in the cut, like. And then there's one restaurant, a little bit expensive, in Philadelphia, in downtown Philly, called Maggiano's. Their chicken Alfredo. It's not just there.
Well, no. Well, that's why I had it.
What is it called?
Maggiano's.
I need to eat there. That sounds good.
Yo, that shit.
Maggiano's got good food. It ain't cheap, but it's good food.
It's not cheap at all, but that is like a first date. I'm trying to get you to like me a lot. So yeah, so it's chicken Alfredo. It's basic. If you fuck up chicken Alfredo, you should not cook ever. I'm not. it's literally three or four, 5 steps. That's it. That's it.
Oh, so you don't make your own sauce?
Not if you're making it from scratch.
Oh no! I don't make my own sauce. So like I said, if you can't make chicken Alfredo, you should not cook. Literally, you should not be cooking at all.
No, they can make noodles. And
my point is no, but it's noodles though. Like if you can't make noodles, then you should make. Oh God. Yo, I'm gonna get angry because
food here. So if you can't cook, it's not because we don't like you. It's because you're disrespectful. I'm just kidding. But no, we just really all love food here. So
I love food. No. I'm saying this because I actually witnessed somebody, no names, make me chicken Alfredo, and it was disgusting.
I need details because like you said, it's really hard to mess up.
The noodle was crunchy. And they're sticking together. Yo, real shit. I thought I was eating cereal.
DeAndre, so you said chicken Alfredo, and from the bottom of my heart, I can't fuck with it. This is one of my favorite pasta dishes. It is number 2 all time of my pasta dishes. So I can't fuck with it. There's no more need to be said about it. It is great. Add a little bit of broccoli. You could change out the protein for anything else as well.
No.
Oh yeah.
No broccoli. Broccoli.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
You've
yes.
been around those
Paul
vegans
will
too
have
long.
his turn. Let the man go.
All right.
But no, so chicken, I can't fuck with it, Dre.
All right, Cam's on you.
All right. So Alfredo is one of those dishes that I kind of like default to as like a safety. Like if I've been to a I'm coming to a restaurant and I'm not sure about their stuff. I don't know the place well enough to know if anything's gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
Half of the time I will default to Alfredo.
Yep.
The only reason I'm not giving this I can't fucks with it is because I don't usually choose chicken. I will usually choose shrimp Alfredo.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people hate seafood. Some people hate shrimp specifically. That's between you and your God. That's fine. Okay.
Cam, do you like? Have you tried salmon Alfredo?
No, I haven't. But that sounds
salmon Alfredo is fire. Crab Alfredo, good too.
So
I've had Alfredo with crab in it. Now that again is good. Like I said earlier, most seafoods, like I'll put that in there. I'm a seafood person, but my issue with chicken Alfredo in a lot of places, and this is a small detail, but it happens a lot.
Chicken's burnt,
overcooked, like, and then because it's covered in sauce, they think it's Gucci. No, like, okay,
you can tell.
And so I was just like, the noodles are soft, the sauce is creamy, and you take a piece of chicken, and it's the hardest thing in the dish. How, Sway? Yeah, that's the reason why I can't give it. I can't fucks with it, because even though it's one of my biggest go-tos, there's something usually like the same thing is usually always fucking wrong. I don't know why people feel like they think they need to cook the chicken 10 times before putting it in the rest of the dish. And then it continues to cook in the sauce until everything is all melded together. And so I'm just like, why? Like,
I will give Cam
this. What do you think
though.
It was gonna do? Reassemble itself and walk off? Like, why did you do that? Like,
I will give Cam this. Like, I think I have 3 or 4 go-tos for any type of restaurant I'm in. Like, if I'm at a barbecue place, I know exactly what I'm getting if it's the first time I've ever tried it. If I'm at a bar, I know exactly what I'm getting if it's the first time I've ever been there. Because every bar got wings. Yeah. So if you fuck up the wings, your food's gonna suck no matter what it is.
Yeah.
If there's any place that has an appetizer Caesar salad, I always get the Caesar salad, because if you make a good Caesar salad, you make good food. Because I have had bad Caesar salad followed by shitty ass food.
How?
I'm about to ask that same question.
Okay,
is lettuce vegetables
you can get the wrong kind of lettuce. You can get the wrong kind of romaine lettuce, and it leaves a bad taste in your mouth after you eat it.
Or it's not washed well. If it's not washed correctly.
If it's not washed right. Yeah. If the sauce has been sitting too long. If the sauce ain't
sitting on the bottom and just all mushy.
Oh yeah. There's a way to fuck up a Caesar salad.
Had one of those before. Now that I'm thinking about it.
And anywhere that uses hearts of romaine lettuce versus leafy romaine, go fuck yourself.
Paul get next. However, I didn't say something that Cam said. A payback off what Cam said. Cam said that she always goes to a certain place and gets Alfredo. I would like to say that certain places makes me like, if it's too good of Alfredo, I won't take, like, literally I don't need those 3 places I said. I don't need a menu. I know I'm getting. Period. I'm not.
Oh, you like never like if you try it first and it's so good, you never order
anything else. Never order anything else. There's fuck stuff for everything. So like it could be okay, and then I come back and try something else. But if it's too good, oh yeah, fuck everything you have. All right, pause on you.
Like Alfredo and water, bitch.
This almost had my effort, but the problem was you chose chicken. And if you just said Alfredo and then talked about the different toppings you could put on it, like bacon. There's a running theme here. Bacon.
was gonna say Paul loves him some bacon.
Oh, I love him some bacon. Give me some bacon.
It's like that. CJ like never left because CJ was
Exactly.
that same shit. She said that same shit.
But no, I love the dish. Homemade. I make the best chicken. I make the best Alfredo. Plain and simple. I like it so much cheese that I'll hand grate everything. I'll hand grate it, and by the time I'm done, my wrists are killing me.
I know how that feels.
But by the time you're done, you put a knife in my Alfredo. That knife will stand up, and at the same time, that makes it so great. It's so rich that you can only have so much. Then you know what I mean.
You can have one helping because that shit will fill you up for 3 days.
Alfredo is the one that you never finish and you always take home. Like, you always take home.
Yeah, you go eat one meal before for a week and a half until you shit that shit out.
And it's gonna take you 5 days to empty it too. So just be aware of that. Too. But that's the only reason, DeAndre. I mean, if like I said, the chicken I've had Alfredo that the pasta was good, the sauce was good, and the chicken was overcooked and dry, or the chicken is cheap chicken. They went out and got Costco they went out to Costco and opened up the bag type chicken, you know. So that's the only issue, man. You had me right there. I was thinking it back and forth when we were talking because I really want to get that one, but it's the chicken that just drove it down, unfortunately.
And public service announcement: if you make Alfredo, especially chicken Alfredo, and you use breaded chicken, I'm punching your mother in the face.
That's what I was like when he said that. For a second, I was like, "What?
Breaded chicken?
I went to a restaurant. I said, "Can I get your chicken Alfredo?" Sure. They come back out. Looks good. It looks good. The sauce is good. Like what Paul said. I take a bite of it. Crumbs. I'm like, dog. Y'all gave me a chicken parm patty with a fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh man!
All right. With that being said, Cam
should have knocked all that shit over.
I almost punched the waitress in the face, but we was in a public spot.
Cam is on you.
I do have one honorable mention, and that is stuffed shells.
I said that.
Stuffed shells.
Well, I said the minute. Oh yeah,
I really love, and especially because people can pretty much make it however you fucking want. And it's good. Like, put some good shit you like in a shell. It's pretty much what
shout out to ricotta cheese.
Well, yeah, we know from your manicotti. That's all. Just
ricotta the shit. I love ricotta.
I have a love-hate relationship. I grew up not liking it. I like it now, and so, but there are moments where I have like flashbacks when I didn't like it. It's weird, but so I do eat it, but I still have memories. Anyway, with that being said. My choice is lasagna. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Lasagna is a very great dish. We're all very familiar. One thing that I said for Evan, which kind of could be true for my choice, which is the fact that you have to make it the right way.
It can be sloppy.
Correct. Lasagna is something that you can mess up, but the only reason I chose it, in spite of what I said, is for Evan, is because almost every family has a lasagna recipe. Like, lasagna is a staple in a lot of families. Like, it might be different, but because it's that baked mac and cheese, spaghetti, lasagna. Those are the three things most families have their version of making that. And so obviously the first two are not a choice. They were exceptions here. So I went with the third. And lasagna has a special place in my heart. My mommy makes my lasagna for me every Thanksgiving. Okay. She makes one for the family, and then she makes another pan for me because she knows I love her lasagna. And I make my lasagna a little bit different, but almost exactly the way she makes hers, because so I'm just like, I had to choose it. It literally sits right here. And it's the reason I'm fat.
All right, so I'm gonna go first, right? And lasagna. So no disrespect to your mom. Shout out to your mom. No disrespect to you. But lasagna is nothing but spaghetti cake.
Oh, dang it, dude!
Spaghetti cake.
It's spaghetti. Is it not?
No. If you should have said casserole, and you would have at least, because technically lasagna is a casserole. But
lasagna is nothing but spaghetti cake. That's all it is. It's spaghetti cake. Lasagna is not bad though. It's not bad. It really depends on who's making it.
Bitches love cake.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, because I've gone to restaurants and they're like, "Oh, their lasagna is great," and I eat it, and I'm just like, This is not
You
flavored.
bold face lied to me.
So it really depends on lasagna. I mean, I try all kinds of lasagna. I try restaurant lasagna, store bought lasagna. My mom make lasagna. Some people.
Some people have made lasagna for you, but it was crunchy. Go ahead, say it.
That's the fact. It's the fact that some people don't know how to make lasagna. I mean, some people make it crunchy. Yes, but other people can burn the fuck out of lasagna. Like they can. So some that lasagna come out black as me on the top of that shit in lasagna. So it really depends on who makes it. I'm not saying it's bad.
My ancestors got upset. I'm sorry.
So I'm not saying it's bad. It is definitely spaghetti cake. It is what it is. You call it what you want, but it's spaghetti cake. That's all it is. All right. So with that being said, pause on you.
Again, no disrespect to your mom. Plain and simple.
That's okay.
Lasagna is just confused pasta. It doesn't know if it's pasta. It doesn't know if it's a cake. It doesn't know what's going on there. And DeAndre, you stole it. I wish I would have gone first because I had a meme ready. It says lasagna is just a spaghetti flavored cake. You know, and that's what it is.
Like,
you know,
I like cake and spaghetti. What you mean?
well, there you go. There you go. But I also have a big issue with just big, large, flat pasta. You know, it's like, to me, it's like lasagna. They put it down and they're like, all right, we're going to put some meat.
But you picked linguini, which is flat spaghetti. I'm so confused.
But you put it across, and then next layer it's like, oh no, I'm gonna be cheese. No, I'm gonna be meat. It doesn't know what it wants to be.
You eating across? You're supposed to eat down.
I don't eat across. I go down.
Like a whole piece out.
Can you tell me every bite of lasagna you're going all the way down?
That's how you're supposed to eat it.
Yeah.
But can you eat every layer?
Oh,
every time you feel a fork in.
Like, and you eat the.
What type of?
You tell me you never had like a toddler?
What type of thin lasagna? No. Cam. All serious shit. Is your lasagna thin? Because the lasagna I have is super fat. You can't eat the whole fucking thing.
You cut through. And you stick your fork and you take all of that shit.
Just it can never be consistent. Again, it's kind of like, you know, that's a problem with any of these pasta dishes, to be honest with you. You know, the baked ziti and everything else, it just can't be consistent. I've had ones that you get to the bottom and it's like, oh, I just found the swamp. And it's nothing but runny, liquid, and everything else. I've ones that's been just really baked too much. I will say, if I have lasagna, just like cake, I want a corner piece.
No, drop down in the center.
The corner piece, like there's people who like the corner piece and there are people who like the centerpiece.
I'm the centerpiece.
Or brownies or anything else. Like
give me the corner. Brownies, corner.
So I do love that.
Give me the corner of cake. Give me corner of everything. I want on the cake. I want my frosting on the corners. I want all that cheese.
If you ever have lasagna that's soupy at the bottom again, just kindly just go up to them and go, "Don't do this again." like just.
Cam, yes. When is your birthday again?
May 23rd.
So on May 23rd, and I think that we should throw you a birthday party, and then
with the lasagna,
your cake will be lasagna. It will have frosting.
You pay my mommy to make it. I am down. We can put some candles in the lasagna.
Can we fly her out?
Oh yeah.
Listen.
That's the best idea you ever. Yes.
All right,
I'm so excited.
She was. Evan's
so excited now.
Okay. Cam.
Yes.
On the topic of lasagna, I can't fuck with it. This is my number one favorite pasta in the world, and I am here to tell you that I nominate lasagna for president. I'm kidding. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. No, I
lasagna for pasta president.
Lasagna is so good. I also am here to advocate. Stouffer's lasagna is good. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't have time to make lasagna all the time. I'll make Stouffer's lasagna 3 times a week if I had to. So fuck it.
We got to make a list of things that has to happen when we all get together, and one of the things is I make lasagna. And mac and cheese, so it has to be separate days because that's really fat to have both of them.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
No. You had mac and cheese for breakfast. It's a cereal.
There you go. That's good. That's good. At least it's not honey bunches of oats.
Evan, but I have to ask you a question. You just said earlier that you would go into a restaurant and you would get the Alfredo because it's your safe one. It's something you know is probably gonna be good. You like it, but you wouldn't go in and get lasagna.
It depends. I do not. A lot of the time, restaurants for me have not gotten lasagna right. So it's very hit or miss. But I know Alfredo, it's a safe way to go. Like for me, I hate Olive Garden's lasagna, but I like Olive Garden's chicken Alfredo. So I know my most commonly accepted restaurant dish, if somebody has it, is Alfredo. Not every restaurant's gonna have a lasagna, but almost every restaurant will have a fucking chicken Alfredo because they all have chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, not all of them even serve lasagna. Yeah.
But what I was saying, advocating for Stouffer's lasagna is because I have kids. I ain't got time to fucking home cook meals all the time.
I've never had it, but I will try it if you promise me I'm not gonna be pissed off. Like,
if you get the Stouffer's lasagna and it's cooked right, and you get the Stouffer's lasagna, which is the lasagna with meat sauce. The Italian's lasagna from Stouffer's is not that good. But if you get the Stouffer's with meat sauce, it's good to me. I'll eat it. I eat it 3 times a week. I don't give a shit.
I will give it one try. Should I season it? It's okay if I have to season
it. No, that's right. I like it. I eat it straight out the box. I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna try it one time when I go grocery shopping this weekend. Anyway,
the good news is you can buy them in individual sizes. You don't have
Thank God, because I thought I was gonna buy a pan. If I didn't like it, I'm gonna have a whole pan left.
You could buy. It's like a party. So there's family size, which is 12 servings. A party size, which I think is 9 servings, and then there's like the personal size, which is 2 servings. It's poop. It's small. So
all right, Paul, your ranking, please.
All right, before I do my ranking really quickly, Evan, family, you like chicken Alfredo, go to Costco.
See, that would require purchasing a Costco membership. That's a commitment.
Wait, they have
a commitment.
Alfredo at Costco?
Oh, yeah, chicken Alfredo. Pan to the oven. Call it good.
Oh, yeah, they have good stuff. I've gotten pan Alfredo from Costco. It's just I don't want to have to pay for a Costco membership. I know they're only $50 a year. I seldom have $50 on me. I got kids.
Oh boy.
All right, Paul, it's on you.
Yep, rankings. I gotta go with the chicken Alfredo as number 1. I couldn't put it as my, can't F with that because of the chicken part, but overall it's just a great dish. It's again, if you mess that up, just close down your restaurant. Plain simple.
Facts. Hey, he ain't fucking wrong there. If you fuck up chicken Alfredo, close your fucking doors.
It really is not hard. They usually have the sauce pre-made, the boiled, like they have the thing where you boil it like 2 minutes, like pop.
Exactly.
Finish.
Oh, you mean them fancy ass noodle cookers?
Yeah. Well, this was mentioned earlier, but it's just one of those things that if you're going for pasta, it's one of the go-tos that if it's not good, just don't waste your time. Just like when it comes to sandwiches. When it comes to sandwiches, grilled cheese is my first one. If you screw up the grilled cheese, I'm out of there. And the next one up that is a good old club. And that club butter had 3 layers of bread. That's a whole nother topic. Number 2. I'm putting myself for keep on number 2. No, oh gosh. All right, Evan, I'm gonna give you number 2.
Yay!
For the upset.
Hey, it's okay. I appreciate it. He's come with some really good points.
I'm gonna go with number 3. Mine. It's Linguini. I agree with you. Maybe I shouldn't chose the clam, but just like DeAndre's, maybe he shouldn't chose the chicken.
I was gonna say I kind of like that DeAndre.
And bottom of my list, sorry, I just had it too many times and it's horrible and it's just never been good for me. I would love to meet up with you sometime, Cam, and try yours and maybe you change your mind, but it's just never been good for me. Plain and simple. So lasagna's left.
All right, Cam.
It's so sad for me. Like when people have had like bad things that I love, I'm just like, I'm so sorry for your experiences. All right. So obviously I'm very adamant about how much I love lasagna. Even if it's only a very, very specific one, there's no way I could ever change my answer. Like that's always, I will take my mom's lasagna and freeze it. I'm going to go with baked ziti number 2. Alfredo number 3, only because you said chicken. He was so right. If you would have just said Alfredo, you would have got number 2. But chicken Alfredo, they always grill it. They always over grill it. It's always a hard part. And then clam linguine and white wine sauce. And it's mainly because of the clam, because I actually I will get linguine sometimes. But linguine is one of those things I'm like iffy with because they can mess up how it's cooked because of the shape of the noodle. So that's why I put it for.
All right, Evans, on you.
Okay, so y'all call me Garfield because fucking lasagna number 1. Chicken Alfredo number 2. Baked ziti number 3. And had you chosen any other seafood other than some sort of, you know, hard shelled, like non-physical boned body.
Well, you know, Evan's cool. You can cook it, and when it opens, you can take it out and put that in the pasta.
There you go. You got a point there. I still hate clams, but any other seafood I would have picked. You probably would have bounced over baked ziti, but unfortunately, because of the clams, you went last, man.
All right. So chicken Alfredo is 1.
Peas, mashed potatoes, chicken Alfredo.
Baked ziti is 2.
Ooh.
Baked ziti is 2. Lasagna is 3. Or should I say spaghetti cake is 3.
Yeah.
And just because I'm jealous of everybody that can eat shellfish. Paul, you gotta be last. I am jealous. I miss shellfish so bad.